Look at your match history right now. Are you playing a different champion every single game? Do you pick a champion because they look strong on a temporary tier list? Lose 2 games with them, get frustrated, and then switch to something else? If that sounds familiar, you are trapped in the most common progress trap in League of Legends. You aren't hard stuck because you lack mechanics. You are hard stuck because you haven't found your perfect main. Hello everyone, I am Lex, professional League of Legends player, and today I'm going to be helping you guys finding your perfect main for League of Legends. So let's get into it. Every time you switch champions, you force your brain to learn basic ranges, damage outputs, and cooldowns. You are playing the game on hard mode, but when you find a champion that perfectly matches your psychology, the game clicks, muscle memory takes over, and your brain can finally focus on macro, map control, and winning. Today I'm throwing out tier lists. I'm going to give you a foolproof psychological framework to find the exact champion archetype that fits your personality so you can finally settle down and start climbing. So let's find your main. The first step has nothing to do with lanes or roles. You need to identify your core power fantasy. When you play a video game, what makes you feel the most accomplished? Do you get dopamine hit from locking down an enemy entire team with the crowd control and choosing exactly when a fight starts? If so, your power fantasy is the vanguard. You belong on tanks, initiators, or heavy engage supports. Do you want to see huge numbers, delete someone in 0.5 seconds, or perfectly execute a mechanical outplay? Your fantasy is a raw execution. You are a natural assassin, skirmisher, or hyper AD carry. Or maybe you like being the smartest person in the lobby, controlling the map with vision, poking from total safety, or saving your team from their own mistakes. Your fantasy is the tactician. You are meant for enchanters, control mages, or global pressure champions. Write down which one of these sounds like you, because this dictates your archetype. Step 2 is figuring out your tempo preference. This comes down to your patience level. Some players are naturally aggressive. They want to bully the opponent out of lane from minute 1, smash the enemy tower, and force early surrenders. If you lose the patience when you can't fight, you need a lane bully champions like Darius, Pantheon, or Draven will keep you engaged. Other players are naturally analytical. They don't mind dropping a few minion last hits early game if it means they get become to unkillable god at minute 13. If you love the feeling of surviving a tough early game, to carry the late game teamfights, you need a scaling hyper carry. Champions like Kayle, Kassadin, or Vayne are built for mental stamina. Mixed archetypes exist, but you generally lean toward one side of this spectrum. Step 3 is a brutal honesty check. What is your mechanical tolerance? Be honest with yourself about your mechanical skill and the amount of time you have to play the game. If you only play 3 to 5 games a week, you do not have time to maintain the muscle memory required for champions like Azir, Gangplank, or Yasuo. Every time you play them, your mechanics will be rusty. If your playtime is limited, look for champions with a low mechanical floor but a high strategic ceiling. Champions like Twisted Fate, Nocturne, or Ashe have simple kits, but they allow you to carry games purely through smart decision making and map control. If you have infinite free time and love spending hours in practice tool drilling combos, then only you should commit to a high APM mechanical main. The 10 game settle rule. Once you combine your power fantasy, your tempo preference, and your mechanical tolerance, you will find a list of 3 to 4 champions that fits you perfectly. Step 4 is executing the 10 game settle rule. Pick one of those champions and sign a mental contract to play them for exactly 10 games in a row. No emotions, no expectations. During these 10 games, you are going to lose, you are going to get a bad teammates, and you are going to make mistakes. Ignore the victory or defeat screen. Instead, ask yourself at the end of the 10 games, did I enjoy the core mechanics of the champion, even when I was losing? If the answer is yes, you have found your main. If you enjoy a champion when you are behind, that's the ultimate sign of compatibility. Finding your perfect main is the ultimate shortcut to unlocking your true potential in League of Legends. Stop bleeding LP on massive champion pool. Pick your archetype and commit. Now, once you lock in your main, you are going to face a massive debate in your solo queue journey. Should you spend your time mastering insane combos, or should you focus entirely on map decisions? In our next video, we are breaking down the mechanics versus macro, and why decision making always beats the fast fingers in solo queue. Hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it, and see you next time.